to Where and Back Again, A Unicorn's Tale by Starlight Glimmer. And if you don't get that reference, what's wrong with you?
Okay,
Yeah, you.
I need to lay this down. Okay, I need to make something perfectly clear. Boy.
This finale was good as that boy? All right.
Boy! Oh, I can't English language right now. The only thing I can do is make weird little reactionary sounds and come off like JonTron on cocaine. It's like oh, it was so goddamn good.
Yep. So welcome to
Yo, fuck the main characters, okay? This show is all about the side character. Fuck Twilight, fuck Applejack, fuck Rarity. No, this show they need to cancel the show, make a spinoff, and each week it's a different person, and then the MLP needs to come back and make it just like and then they'll do like Star Trek where there's like a third My Little Pony movie and it's the main six coming across like the side guys, and then they do it in the passing of a torch thing. Twilight can get killed by a Ferris wheel. However the fuck they kill William Shatner, and it'll be great and just.
So welcome to
I have died.
Also, Cynical Joe's with us.
Yes.
Say hi, everybody.
Greetings.
Yes, we had him on for Flutter Brother, and now we have him back on for the season finale. This was what we wanted to do during the season 5 finale, but unfortunately, Toon Critic couldn't join us for that. So nor could Lugnut. So
yeah, what the So technically, that makes Cynical Joe the first actual reoccurring guest, unless you count Brian. So yay!
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh man.
Happy to be here. I get English today.
So this freaking episode, season 4 finale, you have a contender. Tyrek versus Chrysalis 2016.
Okay, so if I can jump ahead about an hour into the finale, can I just say, and this isn't me, like, I'm not like wrestling fans where I'm just like, the only good characters are the bad guys, although that's sometimes the case with Disney. But I just want to say this. I was actually weirdly glad that they didn't end up reforming Chrysalis. I mean, not because I'm not like some people where I'm just like, oh God, you're going to reform all your villains? That's stupid. No, it's because A, Chrysalis is a badass, and this sets up for some really cool future events that, I mean, this might be the plot that comes in the movie, but even if it's not, I mean, that's still awesome.
Yeah.
In the words of William Dafoe, we'll meet again!
We'll meet again, Spider-Man! And yes, I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt because Bug Horse.
That's why I reference it. My favorite mythological creatures are shapeshifters. So as you can tell, I really do like the changelings, and I like the thing that they, have with them with the absorbing the love and kind of the creepy xenomorph like archetype for them.
They just need another smaller mouth, and then they'd be totally scary.
Also, what the fuck? The new changelings look kind of.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that.
They look like enchanted deer. Honestly,
that's what I had thought. I'm like,
oh, so you mean the deer from the God of War demo they showed at E3 this year?
I mean, what was wrong?
Oh my God! Kratos confirmed for Equestria.
What was wrong with their design? Why do they have to look like a new toy for little girls? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I forgot it's a Hasbro show.
Hey, at least they're not as bad as the frickin' rainbow power stuff that the main six have now. Good God, those things are still so ugly.
That is true. But you know, I'm not a big fan of the design, and I don't really get. Well, I do get why, but I really don't really aesthetically understand why they would go with that design.
They look fucking weird.
Yeah, they that doesn't look like a changeling to me. Look,
It literally does look like a
why
deer.
don't you just canonize what you had in the comic books with the enchanted deer people? Now you have weird alien bug deer.
Then again, well, I don't know. If they canonize that, then that opens up the bridge of possibility of like, oh, what is or isn't canon in the comics. And there are some things in the comics that that probably shouldn't be
Well, you could do a
canonized.
Star Wars thing where some things are canon and some are just in My Little Pony Legends.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say with the designs, though. All I'm gonna say with
Dude,
the
Timothy
designs,
Zahn
though,
must have been so pissed.
oh gosh, Enter the Empire was so good. But to go back to the enchanted deer or whatever they look like, I'm just gonna say they look a bit buggy. Just saying.
So the episode starts out with Starlight. Starlight, first star night moon dancer I see tonight at sunset. Shimmer, Sparkle, Twilight. They're all the same fucking. So they so they're at the place, and Twilight's like, you know, you've come really far along, and she's like, thank you. And so she's like, and then Starlight is wait. Did they do some bullshit? Or,
A letter from her.
yeah, that's right.
Her old village to come and enjoy the sunset celebration.
Yeah,
From
it was,
Derpy, no less.
That's right, Derpy. Because okay, I knew she got the letter, but I didn't know how long they took to set up that. I forgot about Derpy. I feel like less of a brony. So
Hey,
I
check it out. I'm an actual male person.
yeah. Isn't that like the only time they've ever shown her as a male mare? Like she was I think,
that and fandom the episode where you know she.
Oh, she worked in the mailroom. Yeah.
You know, she talked in that episode. Why didn't she talk in this one?
I don't know.
I actually really dug. I really dug Muffin's voice in that one.
Yeah, they couldn't pay TSG enough to do Derpy's voice.
So she gets
Jesse Nowak and be final scratch in that episode, but I digress.
Oh yeah. I mean, Octavia, whatever. Derpy, whatever. Doctor Who's, as long as he has a British accent, whatever. But no one else can voice Vinyl Scratch.
Well, hey, at least Octavia sounded close enough to Eileen Monty anyway, so
yes,
it doesn't really break much of anything.
So,
but they should have had David Tennant play Doctor Who.
Oh my God.
You know, I actually heard people saying that, and you know what my first response was? He wasn't the only Doctor. He was the 10th.
If you got Tom Baker to do it, I'd be even happier.
If they had Christopher Eccleston did it, that would have been my favorite episode of this entire franchise. And I don't mean MLP. I mean Doctor Who too.
best crossover ever. But going back to the actual episode where you know she goes back to her Jamestown like village.
Yeah.
She has a freak out because oh no, they want me to decide things again.
Well, actually, way before that, she's in her bed and she dreams that she's going over there, and they want to take over her. Like, why do you think we would ever want you to be here? And they start laughing. And I'm just going to say, now I'll say a little bit more when we get to when she actually gets to the town, but psychologically speaking, she is messed up. Just saying.
No. I'm such a sadist when it comes to my characters. I like to see the more I love a character, the more I love to see them go through shit. Because to me, that's one of the only ways to really develop people is to have them go through shit like Starlight being tortured by her dreams, and even Luna, because it shows depthness, but it also leaves room for progression. And Starlight Shimmer is one of the best. It's one of the best consistently developed characters that I've seen in a while in medias I like. And so this is funny. They're like, bring one friend. No. Twilight suggests, hey,
No,
maybe
actually, even still before that, Luna shows up in the dream, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, since you've gone through the CMC already, are you going to go through the main 6? Please, oh, please let that be something to do.
I thought that was cool. That
much to do these days.
Yeah, after we, banished my nightmares from my mind, I've been feeling pretty cush, but so
I've just been sleeping on that.
Sister Celestia.
Yeah.
Sitting in the corner eating donuts.
So no, Celestia is supposed to be the fat one, remember?
I haven't been relevant in 4 seasons.
Celestia or Luna?
Celestia.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. So
she
they
needs her own episode, seriously.
So they so this is totally setting up for shit in the episode, because Luna's like, when I've had trouble, I just call up those 6 homies, and they usually fix shit. And she's like, okay, cool, Luna. So the next day, Starlight gathers them all together, and she's like, guys, I don't want to go, you guys. I'm like super duper nervous. And they're like, hey, don't be super duper nervous. And she's like, but I'm still nervous. And they're like, fucking don't be. So Twilight suggests to her, hey, maybe you should take a friend with you, someone really cool, and one of your bestest buddies here. So Starlight's like, okay, next cutscene. Hey, Trixie, want to go?
Powerful device.
And I'm just going to say, the ship name for Trixie and Starlight is the coolest I've ever heard. It's literally
Trip-light?
No, it's Glimtrix.
Glentrick. Ooh.
I'm gonna put that in a cheesy sci-fi movie. Hold on.
It's
Glimtrixians attack.
It's like, is that the name of the planet they were going to during the sci-fi segment of Too Many Cooks? It takes a stew, and I don't know. That shit's so weird.
Yeah. Oh.
So they.
It's still strange to see this reformed Trixie, because I don't think she's reformed. She's still unbelievably narcissistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a hard time thinking, yes, they are totally friends. Genuinely so.
Yeah. But in all honesty, her cynicism is just really funny anyway. So
see, Twilight, she picked me, the great and powerful one.
Because I'm great and powerful. Or if you want to make a CDI reference, because I am strong. Oh my gosh.
Indubitably.
Hey, Snake Skin.
Okay, sorry about that. My mic dropped. So really quick, I was gonna say,
moment.
Mic drop. So can I just say really quick to backtrack to what you said, because I could hear, but my shit dropped. I fucking love it, because I love that Twilight literally will give everyone else a chance and reform with them and be cool, but apparently Trixie's done so much evil that no. Okay, Discord, whatever. If she met Glinda, she'd be cool. She was cool with Babsy, all of that. Just no. But Trixie's the one. Yeah, Trixie's the one where she's got to where she's all nervous sided. So they go. And I love the dynamic between Starlight and Trixie because it's not just a case of like, it's not as simple as Starlight's the straight man and Trixie's the weird man. They balance each other out, and throughout the episode, you really get this like equal feeling amongst them, and it's just like, oh, they really are friends, and they're totes OTP.
And just saying,
don't tell anyone, but I have fucked up before.
Yeah, I love that. She's like, don't tell anyone. It's like, oh, really? The great and powerful Trixie's never messed up. Yeah, the Alicorn amulet fucking with the Ursa. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, shut up.
Well, technically the Ursa.
This, but I'm blue.
Hey, man, she's like turquoise, saccharine. Is that a
Saccharin?
Yeah, that's why would I cobalt?
Oh my gosh. But I will say I like how Trixie empathizes with Starlight, because you see it almost as in like, hey, I'm right here. I have a smoke bomb. If we need to get out quick, we're good. Just calm down. And I'm like, I like that kind of dynamic where it's just like, hey, I got your back, bro. Calm down. You're good.
Yeah, why the fuck don't you ever have my back with a smoke bomb?
Because the smoke bomb I'm thinking of is from Assassin's Creed.
Man, I hated crafting that shit.
Oh my gosh.
And,
so we get. Oh no, sorry.
Sorry. She goes there to the village. They start being nice to her, and she breaks down.
Oh, dude, she's like twitching and like crying stuff. I'm like, man, I haven't seen PTSD this bad since the last time I saw Lapis Lazuli in Steven Universe. Holy shit. She was like shaking and crying.
That was
and shit.
my tomb.
Yeah.
Water was the tomb I lived in for all those months. It's like, god damn. It's like you're only a water gem. You're gonna see water the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I've seen shit, man.
I've seen shit, man. You ever hear Jasper when she sings in the shower? It's like shower.
Hey,
it's like the whole ocean's a shower.
Hey, do you see the rain? Yeah, it's raining now. Oh my gosh.
Dude, man, you can really tell that Lapis is the sea because she is salty.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay because her and Paradox got married at some point, and it's cool. So anyway, Trixie smoke bombs them out of there.
Yeah. Now, what I want to say here is, again, psychologically speaking, she has this like really intense, almost persecution complex to her, because she locks up when asking her to do things again, and I'm thinking, well, considering that when you tried it before and tried to seize control without using magic, it didn't work. Which actually plays into this episode really well near the end. But looking at it in the fact of you seized control with magic and you controlled others in that regard. But now that you've been reformed, everything's just so new that you almost don't want to slip back into that old way of, no, I don't want to make a decision here, especially with you guys, because I totally messed up last time. I don't want to do that again. You know?
No Kool-Aid. Sorry.
Yeah. No, just have party favor, Double Diamond, and Sugar Bell just over there, just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh yeah.
Yes. And when she goes back to Ponyville, things aren't quite normal.
Shit's fucked, yo.
Things aren't as they seemed, my dear.
I'm just like, man, I haven't seen a town that mysterious and evil since the last time I watched the Stepford Wives on Action Max. No, on Turner Classic Movies.
So they go back, and everyone's just kind of
dishy. Yeah, they're
off.
They feel like it's a weird case of automatic and forcing themselves. and like not knowing what. Yeah, it was weird. Like
Yeah.
like there isn't like the show doesn't really like put me on edge or scare me or nothing because it's a it's all bright colorful show and stuff. But this is the one time in the show where I'm just like, I don't know why, but just internally I was feeling the tension because it wasn't awkward like other times, and it wasn't like kind of comical like the last two Halloween episodes where the shit was a core the first time. But I don't know, but this just made me feel uneasy. I'm just like, this isn't Equestria. Those aren't my friends.
What have you done? Every and then they go to the castle, and Spike answers the door, and it's like, secret meeting, go away. And she tries coming in, and all of the main six seem off, as with the rest of the time. Twilight says something to the effect of, oh, so if it wasn't bad and you felt bad, don't ever go there again. Just leave it be. And it's like, Twilight, you're either smoking a really huge blunt right now, or you're a changeling. It's one or the other. And they see they go near the throne room, and or Starlight does, at least. I see, that's the sad part with Starlight. Now I automatically think of Starlight and Spike at the same time, because they have, yeah. Starlight goes over to the throne room, and she sees that all of them are changelings, and they bring these really cool looking like scarab things that all converge in the middle and give a holographic projection of Chrysalis. And at this point, I'm just like, they're doing it. They're doing it. Please tell me we're gonna go to the Badlands to see Chrysalis, please. And then you see that later in the episode. It's like, yes, our dreams have finally come true.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I marked out so hard. I was, as soon as Chrysalis popped up, I was just, I squeed.
Just
I know you're not supposed to squeed for the bad guy, but I did.
Just saying. I don't know about you, Joel, but this was something that me and Snakeskin have been waiting for a very long time. Ever since the big times with, I think it was the season 4 retrospective.
Yeah, dude.
Where you were just like, when are we going to go to the Badlands to see Chrysalis? Come on. And now it finally happened. I'm so happy.
Ever since the season 2 finale, I've wanted to go back to the changelings. So it's
I think everybody has, but like season 4, yeah, but like especially season 5 when they brought in the cutie map and everything, and we went to all these places, and it felt like they were avoiding the changelings on purpose, not like to tease us, but because it felt like they were, because there's no way they forgot about it, because they came up briefly in the season 5 finale, so it's like you felt like they were saving it for something,
It just
and
seems like the changelings would be a ample opportunity for like a war.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Another invasion that will work, which that's exactly what happened here.
No, I already know. I'm already ahead of you. Chrysalis is actually one of the 13 Xehanorts, and the Great Keyblade War is going to take place in Equestria.
Indeed. And it was funny when we were introduced to why Discord should give a fuck on.
Oh yeah.
So freaking Yandere Discord is the best Discord.
Yeah. You have Starlight going out and going to Trixie's carriage and just like beating on the door like get out here, you bitch, I need to talk to you. And you have Trixie come out. It's just like, what time is it? Is it like 2 in the morning or something? Because that's always the cliche here. And they start talking, and it's like, they're all changelings. Say what? What's going on? How do I know you're not a changeling? Or no, it was Starlight. Starlight. It was just like, I need to make sure that you're not one of them. And earlier in the episode, Trixie had said something.
That
Had
only Trixie would
Yeah,
know.
that only Trixie would know. And so
Like,
she
she's a
repeats
fuck up.
Oh, oh my.
Oh my, so fancy.
Oh my gosh. I love George Takei. I really do.
Oh my.
So let me tell you. So let me just say something right now, okay? I love because this is about where the episode ends because Thorax shows up and Trixie. I love this. Trixie screams.
Funniest name for a bug pony ever, by the way.
So I love this shit. She starts screaming, and so Starlight puts her in a noise cancellation bubble, and while they're talking, she's still screaming at him, and she's like, I'm gonna take down the bubble, and I felt so bad for Thorax because he's just like because Trixie's like, okay, it's cool. If Starlight says you're cool, then you're cool, but don't touch me. And then Discord shows up, and one of the first things he says is, "Oh, well, this is an interesting bunch of secondary characters."
Yeah. I'm just like, yes.
Fun. And then, like I said,
Incredibly meta.
Yeah, I love when this show goes meta. I really do.
Yeah, because the show goes meta, like kind of semi-often, to where you could tell, like they do it not regularly, but they don't do it a lot, so it still feels kind of special when they do it. So the episode ends, and next episode starts, and I was worried that they were taking too long on the grassy area because one thing I've noticed with Discord is that they seem to stay in one place for quite a long time while the dialogue and stuff is going, and they didn't get to the Badlands until like 5 minutes or so into the next episode, which I was okay with because it showed them trying to bond, not trying to bond, but it showed them bonding and coming up with a plan. And I just want to say, I love these group of heroes. I love it's become kind of an every time thing now with media, but I love the unconfident, unsure heroes because Starlight, everyone's like, Starlight, what do we do? And she's like, how the shit should I know? Discord can't use his magic because turns out the Badlands drain magic. Thorax can't really do much except get him around the place, and frickin' Trixie has a bag full of Henry Housen special effects, and I was originally gonna go with industrial lights and magic or whatever George Lucas's thing used to be called before Skywalker Sound. So and it's just like, oh my god, this is such a everyone kept making Guardians of the Galaxy's joke. These guys were more ragtag and underdog than the actual Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, like the only way you could have had a more like you would have less confidence in a team is if you had the power pack from Marvel try to defeat Thanos. And you guys don't get that joke because the power pack is a bunch of kids, superpowered kids that form their own super organization, and nobody has heard of them.
Well, couple things I want to mention.
Right off the rails.
Yeah.
The point is this team was fire, and I love the shit they did. I just need to get that out there.
Yeah. Couple things I want to mention though. Did you guys notice that two things with Thorax. His wings were more shimmery, and his
Sunset.
legs and his
were they more sunsetty?
And his legs, if you noticed, so funny. But did you also notice that his legs weren't like cheese holes anymore? They actually looked like they were forming into actual pony legs.
Yeah, they fixed the hole where the rain got in. Okay, that might be too obscure a reference, but yeah, no, I did notice that. I didn't notice the wings. I didn't notice the body thing at first until I rewatched the episodes back. But that was a really cool touch. Definitely foreshadowed his evolution into King Thorax.
Mm-hmm. So
Your Thorax has evolved.
if
sounds-
The changelings all evolved into shinies.
Oh boy,
I know it's not.
shiny.
I know it's not how shinies work, but
if I were king of the chickens.
Oh,
So one of the other things that I
with a
love.
roof and a roof. I've been up since 5 a.m. I'm a little delirious right now.
One other thing that I've noticed and that I loved was when, Discord was just like, what do I have to do with any of this? And Starlight's just like, they took Fluttershy, and immediately you see that change. His eyes go red, like in the episode with Treehugger where he's just like, my vibe. But this time he's like, they took Fluttershy. They will do no such thing. I will find them and destroy them. I'm just like, dude, you are really trying to be Fluttershy's boyfriend, aren't you?
Dude, what the fuck? Oh, that's another thing. Discord and Trixie doing nothing but busting each other's balls for 18 minutes is the fucking best.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So they. Oh, no, go on, Joe.
I was talking with some people while I was watching it, and what I kept seeing is confirmed Fluttercord.
Yeah, that's what a bunch of people on Twitch were saying. If I'm going to stream an episode when I can't find on YouTube, I prefer to go to Twitch than to Reddit because Reddit is just pure cancer, and Twitch is like, and Twitch is like an STD. It's like both are bad, but at least one they've got like a little like gel or a comb for. You can deal with that.
Indeed.
I think I could have come up with a better metaphor, but
yes.
Oh, man.
so they get to the Badlands, and the first thing they notice is they can't use magic, and they're like, okay, we got to walk to the kingdom. And Discord's like, I haven't walked in over a millennial.
I'm just like, wow. Considering that he can conjure up anything with his magic, I'm just thinking, okay, I was about to say, dude, go on a treadmill, but he could just summon one out of thin air, so
Oh man, that was
get your cardio on, bro.
bro, it's like, bro, do you even run, bro?
Do you even teleport?
Yeah.
And then they come up with the code word because I think he trips or something. So they're like, okay, our code word is gonna be Klutzy Draconiquist. And Discord's like, you guys are assholes.
Well, Discord, you're getting your comeuppance. Just saying.
Oh god, that shit was great. So they get in there, and I love the layout of the the hive. Yeah, it was like if the Labyrinth from Labyrinth did like a bunch of meth, and because Dorax was like, it keeps changing and it keeps evolving, and only a changeling knows how to get around. And I'm just like, you know what? That doesn't really make sense, but it's so badass. I don't give a shit.
In all honesty, I'm thinking, is this Equestria's version of Hogwarts? I'm just saying. Because of
you have to go
constantly changing staircase and whatnot.
Yeah, you have to.
Through is by dance magic dance.
The only way you can get there is you have to go to a train station that only the changelings can see, and you need to get the password from a changeling portrait, and then you need to go to your house ghost, nearly headless Thorax.
Wait, was the Badlands at 9 3/4 latitude?
You're a changeling, Harry.
Or you're a hairy changeling.
Oh my gosh, a changeling with a beard, that'd be something I'd love to see.
I'm just gonna say, MLP needs more facial hair.
Well, we already have an analyst that literally
Hold on.
has a changeling that looks like his eye has like a boil on it or something. I'm sure we can.
I'm a fucking idiot. I just said that MLP needs more facial hair. They're all horses.
Why the long
That's
face?
like that's like I pulled a stupid the other day when my buddies and I were talking about. Shut up, Joe. That's like a few days ago, I was talking to my buddies, and Metal Gear came up in the conversation, and someone said something about snakes, and then all of us immediately, without thinking, I was just like, "There's no snakes in Metal Gear." Wait, I felt like such a dumbass.
Oh my gosh!
It's like, yeah, I've got every Metal Gear game known to man, but there are no snakes in Metal Gear,
Except for the human ones.
so they get in the place. And you know what this really reminded me of? Did you ever watch Justice League?
Yes.
It reminded me of like the season 1 premiere where those aliens come down, but like in the last episode of that arc, they gotta navigate through their ship. The interior kind of reminded me of that, except you know, it's all rocks and it's not like this organic-y ship and stuff. So they're getting lost, they're getting paranoid, the tension's building, the changelings are on the run, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, how in the shit are they going to implement Trixie in all of this? Because she can't just stand around there and make quips, because then it's gonna be like when people were like asking why Captain Boomerang was dealing with a supernatural menace in Suicide Squad.
No, it'll just be like Trixie was in the first Equestria Girls movie. She just wants some peanut butter crackers, that's all.
She's like, Trixie's entire life, she's known that she's had one destiny, and now Trixie has discovered that destiny, and it is peanut butter crackers across multiple dimensions.
Don't you dare bring a new 52 into this.
I'm just saying, peanut butter and crackers on infinite Earths. So they're navigating through the thing, and Joe, I think your mic's off.
No, it's not.
Okay,
you're just loving to see this craziness ensue.
Sorry, he was looking quiet, and I was just like, oh man, is my voice so annoying that it destroyed his microphone connection?
Yeah, she finally finds her purpose.
So they're moving through the thing. And then eventually they get separated. And again, I love this with the changelings, just fucking with their minds. They keep checking with each other with the Draconiquist thing. Discord goes off on his own because he thinks he sees Fluttershy. And can I just say, the next 3 minutes of this is fucked up. Because Discord, he comes across Fluttershy, and she's like, "What's up, Discord?" And Discord's like, "Hey," and then he's like, "Wait a minute, you're not." I think if I remember right, he puts 2 and 2 together that she could be a changeling, and then that Fluttershy makes notice of all the pods in the room that they're in, and they all have Fluttershy,
yeah,
and they all break out of there and all smiling evilly surround him.
They're just like, "Don't mind me, I'm not the real Fluttershy. You should be looking for the real Fluttershy." I'm just like, wow.
And Fluttershy is still my favorite pony, so I'm just thinking to myself, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, it's both my dream come true and my nightmare.
When faith and fear collide.
Oh, too many shies. You take some kindness and put it in.
Too many.
Oh, dude. Yeah, hold on. You guys know animators. Get someone to do that. Too many shies. No, you know what? They would want to do too many pies because of the Mystic Pool episode with Pinky.
Yeah.
To make a cake, put it in a pan, grab Rainbow Dash's ass. So the next part, Trixie, Thorax, and Starlight. Trixie leads the rest of the changeling off to distract them, and she distracts them with her practical George Lucas effects, and then they're just swarming her. They're just like, delete Jar Jar, and then they're just like they swarm her. And again, I'm just like, that's fucked up. So they get to the main changeling room with the
I'll sacrifice myself for you.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, I mean, I know the changelings like drain emotions and stuff, but I mean, like they're still totally capable of killing things, aren't they? Like take the kid show aspect out of it. The fangs, consider how ruthless Chrysalis is. I mean, that Joe.
Oh man.
They took him.
They took him away. No.
Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. How do we know this is really cynical Joel?
You don't.
Klutzy?
Yes.
God damn it. Okay, John, we're gonna have to kill him.
One thing I want to say about what you were saying with the if they're capable of killing, did you look at their helmets on like the guards?
Yeah.
They look like they have razor sharp edges on like in front of their mouths. I'm just like, better not get your tongue stuck in one of those. That looks like a freaking lure.
Yeah, not to keep referencing that show, but it reminded me of Jasper's helmet from Steve and You again, because her for some reason, even though she was a big strong gem, her weapon was a helmet. I'm like, that's like Goofy shield weapon, just straight up being a literal shield. It's like that's cool, but that doesn't kill. Well, okay, I know for a fact Jasper and Goofy have murdered, but.
Shapeshifting is just a cheap tactic.
Like, Lapis, shift with me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that. I love that show. Hate its fucking fandom, but I love that show.
Yep.
So Chrysalis. Oh my god, the way Chrysalis came into this scene was so dope. She cranes and like triple joints her neck and shit, and she's just like, "Hey guys, what's up? You ever see Bray Wyatt? Well, check this shit out."
Oh my gosh. Chrysalis here was freaking awesome. Just saying. Oh my gosh. You get to the main throne, and it's like this really big, jagged rock formation. And I'm like, you're trying to reference Game of Thrones, but instead of metal swords, it's rocks.
Good.
I approve.
Give me every ounce of your love.
It's like, I'll serve up your emotions with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Can't fucking do that. So
yes.
Again, so honestly,
Dragons reference better.
No, that one's good too. So can I just say, Chrysalis in this seems like almost a completely different type of villain from the season 2 finale, because this is the first time we've properly seen her in 4 years. And I like a lot of people, I agree that in Canterlot Wedding, she definitely gave off like a Maleficent typey vibe, crashing a party, the green flames.
With me, the mistress of all evil.
Kingdom Hearts fight music plays. Dun 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 dun. So they what was I gonna say? Yeah, so but you can still tell that she was like a not cartoony, but a cartoon villain. She did all the cliches, blah blah blah, got beaten while doing a big fat no. But in this one, I mean, she still had a lot of those things, but in the other one, she you got this idea that she's cunning, that she's malicious. Here, she's just straight up, she's fucking evil. She's ruthless. She's cold, calculating. She basically says, "Thorax, you're gonna die."
Yeah, and Thorax was
she pulls a stormtrooper from episode 7, and she's just like, "Traitor!" Pulls out an electrical staff and shit.
Yeah, no, but in all honesty, Thorax was trying to hide as, I think, Trixie or something like that.
No, it was Starlight. Starlight walked in there alone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Starlight walked in there alone. You see Starlight at the top of the rock formation, beating it with a rock, and I'm just like,
dumb rock.
yeah. You don't know that rock can't beat rock. That's not how rock, paper, scissors works, Starlight. Calm down. Um, but Thorax gives a good distraction, and he looks like he's about to get like ripped apart or something. And you have Starlight inside the structure, and you have Chrysalis literally like popping her head in like different areas of the structure. I'm just like, that's cool. And you can still see the flittering of her wings behind the hole too. And I'm just like, well done, animators. That was really good. And it was just freaking awesome. Just saying. And at the point where Thorax says, I don't want us to be stealing love. You act like it's a resource that we have to steal, but yet we can make our own love. And
It actually made it feel threatening.
yeah. And you have some of the changes just being like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna try it out. And they transfer their love to each other. And then of course the enchanted deer thing happens. They all
they're all prism power makeup, and then they turn into sailors. They turn into enchanted deer sailor scouts.
Yep. And it was just really cool to see how them sharing love has different effects on them.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it leads a bit of a credence to a fan fiction that I really like called the Celestia Code, and it's where
fan fiction.
Yeah, this is actually literally one of the tags is badass.
This fan
Twilight.
fiction is just like one of my Japanese animes.
It's Twilight,
Poorly written.
and it's Twilight and this other character by the name of Jigsaw. They go to this ancient area in the middle of the desert that's that was supposedly it was did you just make a Saw reference?
His name is fucking Jigsaw. How can I not? No, I am a human internet dwelling troll. I had to do that.
But they get in, and it's supposed to be housing this ancient dark crystal engine, and they come across it. And during the fan fiction, they see changelings, and this is where the changelings are in the fan fiction. And there's a little part where it talks about how Chrysalis was once part of this ancient precursor race before the Dark Crystal Engine took over and destroyed everything. And she was once very beautiful, like flowing hair and everything. And once she discovered the dark magic, it transformed her completely into something completely different, which would be Queen Chrysalis. And it's like, that actually makes a lot of sense now looking in it with the show. You know, go read that fan fiction. It is so good.
The only MLP fanfic that matters is letters of disgruntled friendship student.
Oh, that one's great.
No, there are, of course, there are good MLP fan. A fandom this talented, of course, they're gonna have good fanfics.
Yep.
So they what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so
King of the gays with his rainbow army of bug deer.
yeah, so Thorax transforms into rose quartz and throws in the rose quartz, and he looks at freaking Crystal, so he's like, yellow diamond. No wait, she killed pink diamond. I fucked that up. Point is, Starlight extends her hoof, and she's like, you don't have to be a bitch, come be cool with us. And Chrysalis, she reaches out her hoof like almost, and she's just like, peace out, ass. See you later, fuckers.
She just smacks her hoof away. And this whole time when Starlight extends her hoof, I'm just like, please don't be like the season 5 finale. Please don't be like the season 5 finale. Please do not reform Chrysalis. And when she hit her hoof, I'm just like, oh, thank God. But now I'm thinking, she has no army. What is she going to do now?
Resurrect Sombra. Resurrect Sombra.
Oh my gosh.
Catch an entire army.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. The changelings were basically Pokemon, so catch them all. Sorry, I watched too
Rip
much.
Pokemon Go 2016 to 2016.
You have to remember. You have to know something about
Snakeskin, we didn't hear a word you just said. You were like completely muted.
He's going to tell us through the means of Charlie Chaplin.
He's going to tell us through sign language, and rest of you figure it out. Oh man. But yeah, I loved this episode.
You will not be able to defeat me, changelings.
Yeah, she definitely was very much like that. She falls back, and you have them celebrating, and Celestia is there like, okay, we're gonna figure this. We can extend our relations to the changelings now, and I'm like, that's really cool. But if you really think about it, when everyone was trapped and the changelings were posing as them, they had Cadence, Shining Armor, Flurry Heart.
The internet
Of all.
is stupid.
Snakeskin is back. Hello.
Hi, yeah, and I lost my super funny original. No, it wasn't, but I lost the. Yeah, so what are you guys talking about?
We were talking about how the different characters that were in the changeling bubbles, and how it was just like they even had Flurry Heart. And I'm sorry, I honestly could care less about Flurry Heart as a character, but still, she's a baby being trapped inside a changeling cocoon. That must be terrifying for the poor darling.
Dude, that just puts over Chrysalis as like evil AF, dude.
I know, right?
I will not be able to be reformed.
Dude, Chrysalis is so evil. It's gonna be King 2, where it's like she just goes down fighting and Chrysalis like drowns in a river or something.
Something like that.
So the episode ends.
Murder.
So the episode ends back at the Sunset Shimmer Sundown Moondancer Village Festival Con 2016 Magfest, a con comic, and everyone's there, and I'm gonna skip ahead to this part I like. So Discord and Trixie are standing next to each other, and Discord is basically like, hey, those are some nice practical effects you got there. And she's like, yeah, that was some good CGI. And he's like, we should make a movie together. And that's not what they said, but the whole time, but the two lines they had right there, I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Are they like legit flirting right now? What is this? And then I had a new OTP. Fuck Flutter Cord, fuck Pinky Cord. It's all about Tricks Cord.
Yep.
Silly rabbit.
All it is.
Yeah.
Silly rabbit. Tricks Cord's for kids.
So I see you like magic. I can make a certain thing disappear.
No, just have it like it's like, so you like to do magic too. I also like to live dangerously.
to tag on what Joe said, it's like I can make something else disappear, and I was thinking, yeah, your virginity.
Oh my!
So the episode.
I
can show you the world
in all its shiny starlight shimmering splendor. So the episode ends, and there's some sexual subtext as fuck going on in the show, you guys. I'm just saying right now. So the episode ends. Everyone's all happy. Chrysalis is gonna wait in the shadows and and do shit. Thorax is a king now. Trixie got a massive push. Discord was awesome. And Starlight Glimmer continues to be one of the best developed characters I've seen in any media in a long ass time. So, if I could put my feelings of this episode into like in a way to where I don't have to express words, let me use interpretive dance here. It's like. Just like fuck. Hold on. Where's a shirt I can rip? No.
What have I gotten myself into?
I got an empty water ball here. Okay? It's like ow. Stupid. 10 out of goddamn 10. Hold on, fat boy tired.
Oh my god.
10 out of goddamn 10. Good night.
Most interesting.
Yes, indeed. This episode, I heard the synopsis of it, and I was like, this should be interesting. And when I saw that the changelings were happening, I'm like, that's really cool. And there were points where I thought it wasn't going to be a 10 for me. But again, those are very small nitpicks. And so I have to agree with Snakeskin. I really like this episode. 10 out of 10.
You're goddamn right.
All right. I suppose it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right. Talk cynical to me, Joel. What'd you think?
All right. I'm going to be fair here. Throughout the episode, I was enjoying myself. I was kind of seeing where it was going. First off, when it's like, oh, I don't want to be in charge again because I'm afraid I might become a dictator again. That's an all right message to have. I think it's very warranted. Discord was on par. He's always funny. I always enjoy seeing him. I like that we have this ragtag a group of people who we don't normally see interact, and I enjoyed seeing characters who you don't normally see interact, and that was a real good selling point for me. And I'm really thankful that they didn't make Chrysalis a good guy. I'm glad that they're keeping her in the shadows, and it seems like they have more plans for her. My one criticism is I did not like the design choice for the changelings.
Yeah, seriously, that even thinking about it now, like trying to get used to it, it still just throws me off.
I don't like the color schemes. I don't like the overall design. I think I would have enjoyed seeing a little more growth in the series with Thorax and then have him become the king of the changelings. But
Yeah.
Instead of just one episode.
As it is, it's fine.
You almost think that the plot of this finale could have been the plot of the movie, but then again, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too great a selling. I guess they don't really want to do like a Metal Gear Solid 2 and bait and switch people.
I wanted there to be a little more growth with Thorax when I saw him in the previous episode he was in, having to deal with being a reformed changeling, trying to interact with normal people without going back to the hunger ways. But overall, I say I give this episode a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I give it a 9 out of 10, mostly because of the few problems
I'm gonna blacklist your blog now. Hold on. No, I'm kidding.
The few problems I had with the design choice and the fact that I think you could have, did a little more with 4X.
It sounds petty to some people, but if I'm being completely honest, the designs of the reformed changelings made me want to partially almost made me not give this episode a 10. I really am not a fan.
Yeah, and I'm costing it a star. I'm being fair. The overall story was good. The design choice was rather weird, and it's going to take me a while to get used to them. And coming as a person who really liked the changelings, it's very hard to see this, because I wanted to see more of the changelings, because you can do so much with the body snatcher idea.
I mean, this is Friendship is Magic, so I have to imagine not as often as we would like, but I could totally see in season 7, every once in a while, come back to Thorax. He'll probably be like Twilight, he'll be nervous and have his doubts, but it's
magic.
so yeah, no, I think honestly he'd be a more interesting story about coming into royalty than Twilight, because Twilight is the princess of friendship, but she doesn't have any real control over nothing. Thorax is the ruler of a kingdom that, considering it's in a new age that he essentially made, he is the birth and leader of this new kingdom. Chrysalis is out there somewhere, so that's going to be on him. And even though it looked like all the changelings, at least the ones there, were formed, one thing that the episode didn't really touch on is that there were still plenty of changelings all throughout Equestria. We don't really know what became of the changelings that were in Ponyville, so any changeling that wasn't there during that fight didn't get reformed, so they're still out there. And I definitely think the show's going to come back to it, because, I mean, all the changelings going good. I mean, that's a little hard to swallow.
Mm.
Well,
I mean, if they, oh, me too, dude. I don't think they'll just leave it like that. They kind of have sometimes before, and have come back to it 4 or 5 seasons after the fact. Fucking Gilda. So we'll see. But yeah, overall, this just opens up and I love how the main 6 at the end are just like, what the fuck happened?
Pretty much.
You have to fill me in on what the hell just happened.
But yeah, no, shit was shit was great. The episode was very changeling character designs. The changeling designs made me feel very. But at the end of the day, this is Friendship is Magic, so I walked away feeling very. So yeah, good season. I mean, I would say, out of me and John, I would probably say I've been the most outwardly critical about the first half of season 6. The first half of season 6, it's kind of garbage. It isn't garbage, but it's kind of garbage, because as soon as they came back, the second half of season 6 was just like a whole nother beast.
And hey, the Stranger Than Fanfiction was actually my first 10 of the season, so.
Yeah, that was 12 episodes in, 13.
It was the 14th episode.
14th, right? And yeah, Joe, what do you think of the season overall? Because I'm assuming you had to watch all the episodes. So
overall, excuse me, I think that I was a little hesitant at first when I watched this season, with us going with the tales of passing on the friendship to sunset, glimmer, shimmer, whatever the fuck her name is. Me and a lot of the people that I interact with really didn't want to see this character anymore. We fought, annoying bad guy, finish her off, just go away. So at first I was rather hesitant. Over time, I've gotten used to her character. I think that they did a good job progressing her through the entire season. I think that there were a few episodes that kind of missed the beat for me in the season, but there were a lot of good episodes. I think overall that this is the closest to being good that MLB has been for a long time since the departure of Lauren Faust. Because after Lauren Faust had left, I had seen a dramatic decline in the show's content for a while. In season,
You mean in terms of consistency?
yes, season 3 and 4 were kind of eh.
To be fair, season 3 was not really hot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, people take the piss out of Mysterious Mare-Do all they want, but even still, that was just really one bad episode in what was an almost flawless season. Season 3 was just,
and I'm glad to see that this, it's got some good footing, and I think that there's still some things that I'd like to see My Little Pony do. I don't think that it's completely dead yet.
no.
And
Really quick, because this was probably my least favorite episode of this season. I want to get your opinion on this. What'd you think of that bullshit with the Cutie Mark Crusaders and the carts?
I think I'm kind of done with the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
I feel like the show's kind of done with the Cutie Mark Crusaders because I love the Cutie Mark Crusaders, but it's like they're almost run out of ideas for
As
them.
a writer, I go about where if a character is finished with the overall arc, you shouldn't really keep it going. Leave it on a high note, and I think the high note was them getting their cutie marks. I had often theorized that once they got their cutie marks, it would be the end of the show altogether. The show's still going, and the Cutie Mark Crusaders now have their cutie marks, and it's nice to still see them interact with the main cast, but I think that we don't really need to see any more of their story, because I think their story's been completed. The cart one was kind of eh. I still like seeing these characters. I still think they're funny, but I could do without it.
Yeah.
John, what did you think overall of the season so far?
Well,
that answer will be revealed when we do the season 6 retrospective.
Just
have that yes song playing to be continued. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, just to keep it short, because I know a lot of this will be with the season 6 retrospective. I definitely felt that this was at least with me, this episode or this season, I should say, I felt a lot more consistent with what I wanted to say. It was less of episodes where I'm just I don't know what to think, like with season 5. But it was also kind of hard to figure out what scores I wanted to give these episodes. Because there was a string of good episodes. I'm not going to deny that. But again, it's coming down to where with season 5, a lot of the episodes were meh or eh, but there were also stellar top god tier episodes in there. This one didn't really have much of anything. But
I thought the few episodes that were really good really stood out because this has some of my least impressive episodes so far. Basically, if I could sum up my feelings on season 6 in a nutshell, literally just 50-50.
Yeah, it's been kind of hard in that respect. So, overall, not that bad of a season, but I definitely have seen better from this show.
Yeah. All right. So, Cynical Joe, thanks for joining us on my show. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is 98.5% John, and then I'm just the other half. The other 1% is something that John probably does that I forget about.
Well,
So
always fun.
yeah, thanks, Cynical Joe, for coming on. You're my favorite dude to have on here. Let's get him back here again. Have him move in with you so we can coordinate better. Like Joel, I don't know what your aspirations are in life, but give up on them and see if you can relocate those dreams in Wisconsin. And then it'll give up your dreams for a YouTube show.
Well, you just give me a studio to do what I do in Wisconsin, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
Well, it's cold. Well, it's cold as shit over there. So if you find yourself a nice garage, the acoustics will be great.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I know a thing or two about the cold. I'm in Chicago.
Oh, man, you guys are from the part of the United States that we don't put on the postcards.
I know.
The only thing from Chicago we put on postcards are either pictures of famous gangsters or the skyline.
That is true, and the only thing you see in Wisconsin is cheese.
It's
fucking
filled with
cheeseheads.
cheese curds everywhere.
Hey, homie, you see the Raiders lately? We coming for you, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you beat us, we're still coming for you, boy.
Hey, that was preseason. Whatever.
Yeah, it was preseason.
All I gotta say on the talk of sports, I don't pay attention to a lot of sports, but the Cubs. Beat that curse.
Congrats on the Cubbies, seriously.
Yes, seriously. Shout out to the Cubs. They kicked the San Francisco Giants' ass. My mom got all pissed off, but they haven't won. They've been around since 1914, and I've got an old banner there because I went to Wrigley Field when I was a kid. But they've been around since 1914, and they've won like a World Series.
Actually, the World Series that they won was back in 1906.
Oh yeah, that's right. So good. That was 110 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to see a little happiness and joy and money go into Chicago.
Yeah. You're gonna see Lakeshore Drive flooded with people.
So don't worry, Joe. Your dreams will come true in the year 2132.
Great Scott, buddy! The Cubs might win this time.
All right, we're gonna let the public go. Thanks for watching. Check out Cynical Joe. You can find Cynical Joe at cynicaljoe.com.
You can. I have a show called Cynics Talk, where we talk about politics. But this is also fun. I'm a big entertainment guy, so I really like doing these things about TV shows. So thanks again, guys, for having me on.
Yeah, it was great to have you.
And then you can find John at TheUndercoverBrony.com. You can click on my YouTube channel if you want, but between work and my other stuff, I don't have any time to work on videos. I do want to start contributing regularly to that channel because I have a fair amount of subscribers still. But yeah, John's got a Let's Play channel called Dark Samus 288 hashtag other M2 sequel. So. What if there's just like fuck another Metroid game? Let's make a sequel to Other M.
I actually wouldn't mind that. I'm one of the 10% of people that actually like that game.
I like the idea of a Samus with characterization, but like vocal characterization, but the characterization they gave her, I'm a little hit and miss on.
Yeah.
Samus, you are now allowed to use your rockets. It's like, oh, you mean the thing that I need to complete missions?
Yep. So, yeah, that's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin. And him, Cynical Joe.
And me, Cynical Joe.
Yep. And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Fuck, I don't have an ending clip. Yay, ponies!